Hello guys, and welcome back to Heaven Signal. If you guys are new to this channel, please give us a like and subscribe, and don't forget to share and also hit the notification button down below to get notified for any further videos. Without further ado, let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about anticipating, in anticipation of our blessings and miracles from God. Everybody's always anticipating something in their lives, whether it's good or bad. We're always going through something that has that anticipation of the result. We're always expecting something, either good or bad. Well, we either anticipate for it to get over with it, or we anticipate because we can't wait for it. And what anticipation means is that we're expecting something from an event or something. An event's coming, we're expecting it to come into our lives. We're expecting it to happen, whether it's good or bad. I see so many people on social media that don't even have a relationship with God. What they do is they'll ask people for prayer. They'll ask people for a blessing, a miracle for their lives, but they have zero relationship. But then they get upset when they don't receive it, when they don't receive the blessing or the miracle that they would need in their lives, or the healing they need in their lives, because they don't have a relationship. They had choose to go to God when He is needed, and that's it, nothing else. Yeah, sometimes the miracles do come, those blessings do come, and those healings, but then they just act like God never existed, that God didn't do it. Some people actually give their lives to God, some people don't. And a lot of Christians are like this. A lot of Christians always expect God to give us what we ask for. And whether it's healing, whether it's a blessing, whether it's a miracle, a lot of Christians expect Him to give and give and give. So we start anticipating. We're anticipating that blessing. We're anticipating that miracle. We're expecting it to be done. A lot of people are impatient that they expect it that day, that second, that hour. They anticipate it, that that's going to be that day. That God's going to be like, there it is. We act like He's a genie. 3 wishes and that's how it goes. Like we get it right there and then. No, that's not how it works. We always ask for these blessings and all that without putting any work in. It's like when you go to the gym, you're gonna expect results. You're gonna expect to have a beach body, expect to have a certain body that you want, a healthier body, a healthier lifestyle. But you can't expect it if you're not putting the work into it. If you're not hitting the gym, if you're not eating healthier, you're not gonna get what you want, what you're looking for. But when you actually go to the gym, when you work out, when you are consistent, when you're eating better, when you're healthy, you're gonna see the results. You're gonna see that your body is taking that form that you're looking into, that your body is more healthy. You're more healthy because you're putting that work, you're exercising, you're doing what you have to do to get to that goal that you have for your body. And the same thing is through your life with God. We're all expecting God to do things. We're anticipating these blessings and all that. And we're not getting it because we're not putting any work into it. You guys, everybody's just asking with no work, not putting anything to it, no effort into these miracles, blessings, and healings. Yeah, some people get it on the spot, but a lot of us have to work for it, have to put into it. And what's that consist of? That consists of praying, fasting, and reading the Word consistently. You gotta have that relationship with God. You gotta have that knowledge and read the Word and fast for what you are praying for. Then you could anticipate and know 100% that you will get that blessing. God will always bless us. God will give us the miracles. God will give us the healings. But we have to put that work in. A lot of us forget about that part. How are you gonna ask for something and anticipate when there's no work put into it. If we look at the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verses 6, it says, and hardworking farmers will be the first to enjoy the fruit of their labor. When we work hard, when we put the work in, we ask for something from God, and we put that work in and anticipate that. We're actually working hard when it's fasting, praying, and reading His Word. We will receive those fruits of the labor. We're doing the labor now. We will be blessed. We will have that miracle. We will have that whatever we need from God. We ask for Him. He will give it freely because we put in that labor. We put in that hard work for Him. We actually try to build that relationship with Him. So what we need to start doing is forget about just asking and not receiving because we didn't put work in. Remember to, when you ask, to put the work in, to be that farmer that puts his work in, that hard labor in, so you could actually have that awesome reward at the end. Who knows, maybe you start to fast this day and then the next day God gives you that reward. Maybe you start to fast this day and you're really anticipating it, but God tells you to be patient. And maybe He gives it a month later, 2 months later, a year later, but He's telling you to be patient with your anticipation. So we're anticipating, be patient, put the work in, and God will reward you. He'll give that awesome reward. He will give it extra because He loves you. So change your mindset and be patient and put that hard work in when it comes to your blessings, your miracles, and that comes to anything to do with God. When you're anticipating something over your life or somebody else's life, when you're praying over their life and you're anticipating that healing and that blessing and that miracle, be patient with it and put in that hard work. Especially if you want somebody to be saved, when you're praying over them and you're anticipating for that day that God touches them, you got to be consistent. Keep praying over them, fast for them, and read the Word so you can get that knowledge and fill them up with that Spirit. Remember to be able to work hard. Put the hard work into what you're praying for. Don't forget that. If you liked it and you feel like it touched you, or if you feel like it can help someone else, don't forget to like it so we can, it will help the algorithm reach other people. And don't forget to share it so people can be touched by this, but people could be filled with this message. All right, guys, without further ado, that's it. Thank you. Have a blessed one.